Hello and welcome to this television show on the television. I'm a television presenter, I use my hands to gesticulate and I wear nice blazers from H&M. Today on the programme I'm joined by Jarvis Milburn. He's the creator and star of a new audio drama series called 838, streaming now on Mixcloud. Thank you for having me, television presenter. I've read the scripts. Right, and what did you think of them? Alright, I suppose. Have you listened to the episodes on Mixcloud yet? Yes, I listened to them. You don't sound too enthusiastic. What's wrong with them? I thought it was rather vulgar. But that was the point. I used something vulgar as an extreme example of how we treat people in society who are different. You say at the very beginning of the series that this hasn't happened yet, but it will at some point. You actually believe that? Yeah, I believe this kind of thing's happening all the time. We didn't even realise it, there's a certain degree of double standards about Donald Trump. I don't like the bloke, but, the P tapes, it's kind of a bit, go on. A lot of the same people who mock Trump for his P tapes are those people who promote body confidence and, sexual liberation. I don't like the bloke, but, he's got a thing that he allegedly likes, and he's not alone in that. I suppose you have to support that in some way. So you're happy to go on record and say you support Trump? No, that's not what I said. Where does an idea like this come from? Well, I've been reading a lot of John Ronson recently. He did an amazing book that I've been reading recently called So You've Been Publicly Shamed. It kind of looks at how people have found themselves at the centre of a public scandal and how it's kind of changed and often ruined their lives. There's one chapter in particular that inspired me, and that's Max Mosley. He was the former boss of Formula One, and the News of the World alleged that he was involved in some kind of Nazi orgy. Yes, but where does the 838 thing come from? That seems too niche and outlandish to be engineered by a mind. Well, one day I looked at my phone and it said 838, and then you started playing with yourself, just like the character Owen does in the series. No, I saw the numbers on the screen and I sort of imagined a character, and then you started playing with yourself. No, I just imagined it was someone else. It seems to me, Liam, that you've projected your own fantasies into this drama and you've tried to pass it off as fiction. Television presenter, I can promise you that all of this is, it's made up. There's no real people or events depicted in my series. You're an only child, correct? Yeah. That is correct, yeah. As is Owen. Oh no, that was just something I did to limit the number of characters in the series. It's a student production after all. I haven't got the same amount of resources maybe a more professional production would have, so I had to keep things kind of a bit tighter. That was just a kind of plot device, really. You studied television in the past, didn't you? I did, I used to, but now I focus on radio. I believe Owen speaks about a desire to work in television as well. Yeah, that's just something I kind of wrote to make the finale make sense. Do you see where I'm going with this? I do, and I admire the effort you've gone to try and join the dots, but I hate it as a point. But it is fictional. My parents are both still alive. Owen's are not, so that there's one difference. It's a bit egotistical, isn't it, having yourself play the lead role? Again, it's a student production. What I've written asks a lot of certain performers. There are two scenes in particular that are quite uncomfortable to record, and I thought I'll be the person who does those just because it's easier for the sake of the thing. It certainly fuels the thought that this is just a veil for your mind with Owen as the character projecting your thoughts. Honestly, I've made it up. I have. Sure. I have! Okay. Really? It's not me. We have to wrap up, but one more thing before we go. I must tell you that final episode is just terrible. It's some of the worst radio I've ever heard. It's poorly put together, it lacks any authenticity, and it's needlessly cruel. But it was supposed to be. I wanted to make a statement about how TV series and film series end with really disappointing and ridiculous finales. It's supposed to sound badly made and quite fake. Liam, from talking to you now, I get the feeling you're the kind of person who would set out to make something spectacular and then realise your work is actually quite poor, and then manufacture some excuse to justify what you've done. Yeah, you've got me there, actually. That's true. You also seem like the kind of person who would make this video very quickly and cynically tick some boxes with just your phone resting on a shelf and no tripod. Yeah, my tripod is crap. To your credit, you did at least bother to write a script for it. All the words I'm saying right now were at least written down somewhere at some point. Duck, turtle, pony, chicken, cluck, 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 cluck. Thank you for your time. 838, a supposedly fictional piece of work, is now streaming on Mixcloud. It's grotesque, and it does not come with my recommendation. I do not look forward to what you do next. My pleasure. Don't shake my hand. I don't know where it's been. I've lit this nice.